to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kennesaw State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Dropping back, it's Durant. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's dragged down. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it on bounds at the 46. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They just keep firing. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the FIU Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To the air, it's Wood. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Massey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. FIU pushing tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off play action on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Handoff to the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wood. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the tailback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. FIU pushing tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Used the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Wood. Gets it out quickly. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. They'll run play action. It's caught. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Power football with the run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Iowa looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds his man. It's Prince. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Panthers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Durant. Finds his man, it's Prince. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Panthers in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Wood. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Rushes on him. Crosses the 30. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to pass, it's Durant. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Complete downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Going to the running game. Oh, what a caught! Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Massey. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Fitted in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Durant. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Prince. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, this defense knew a big key for them in this game was stopping the run. They watched their opponent run for over 100 yards in their last game, and after that big, long run, they've already given up over 100 yards in this half. Guys, they have got to shore up the run defense.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking for a man, it's Durant. Finds his back in the middle. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds space on the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Kennesaw State right back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. The give on the option. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Applewhite.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On target over the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Wood. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone, and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete on the right side. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll go right back to the run. Hard running there. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Under fire. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU set up with another 1st down. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Rides to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Prince. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
2nd down coming up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Prince. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Shut down and shut out in the 1st half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. At the 45 on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Durant. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Hands it off. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Plows through the defense. Push down for the tackle. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Durant. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. FIU will line up to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff to the single running back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Durant. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The sure hands, it's Massey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Thrust that arm out. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's a draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wood. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Applewhite. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a... Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Looking downfield, it's Durant. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kennesaw State right back to work.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
No chance to run, but still a good gain. A third down try for the offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a spot in the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Looking to throw, it's Durant. Quickly out to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It has been said that the obstacle is the way.